Welcome to the Unmistakably Magic Podcast. Here's the news recorded November 4th, 2017. Some highlights include new celebrations coming to SeaWorld Orlando, a new parade coming to Universal, and new attractions will be making their way to Disneyland. Well, kicking off the news this week, SeaWorld Orlando has announced their lineup of events for 2018, and two new celebrations will be making their way onto the schedule. Three Kings Day will be celebrated daily from January 1st through the 6th, and will feature festive cuisine and celebratory experiences that honor the traditions of Latin cultures. Just for Kids is the second edition to the year, and will run select nights from May 26th through September 3rd, and will feature the return of Electric Ocean. There will be nighttime shows and electrifying music, as well as each night ending with a spectacular fireworks finale. Well, Universal Orlando has purchased an additional 101 acres that sits adjacent to the $130 million purchase that the company made in December of 2015. The new purchase gives Universal over 570 acres for expansions, but the company hasn't said what the land will be used for. I'm really curious to find out what is going to occupy this space. I hope it's not just extended parking. Well, three new Italian restaurants will be making their way to Disney Springs this winter. Maria and Enzo's will be an Italian trattoria set in the abandoned airline terminal from the 1930s. Enzo's Hideaway will be a speakeasy inspired by Roman Apervito bars. And Pizza Ponte will be a fast casual concept that will feature pastries, pizza, Italian sandwiches, and espresso. All three restaurants are slated to open in early 2018. Universal Studios Japan has announced a new nighttime parade for 2018. Universal Spectacle Night Parade Best of Hollywood will feature Harry Potter, Despicable Me, Transformers, and Jurassic World. It will also feature large-scale synchronized projection mapping, film-quality lighting, floats, a cinematic score, and live performances. According to Universal, this will be the world's first next-generation parade. There has been no announced premiere date for this parade. So, I have always been thinking that the fantasy parade that Disney's been doing with, like, the Steampunk Dragon and the Festival of Fantasy parade, I've thought that was quote-unquote a next-generation parade. However, it sounds like Universal is stepping Disney up on this one by incorporating a little interactivity. I'm curious to see how they'll be able to do that with a parade, whether it's just performers coming over and handing you like some beads or stuff from like Mardi Gras, or if they're going down the Mardi Gras route where they're taking guests and putting them into the parades. I'm curious to see if that's what they'll be doing with this new parade over in Japan. Well, Knott's Berry Farm will be offering free admission to active police and firefighter personnel this winter. From November 27th through December 15th, 2017, free admission will be offered to fire and law personnel plus one guest. They will also have the option to purchase 6 additional tickets for $40 each. The same deal will be offered again from January 8th through the 31st, 2018, except the additional tickets can be purchased for $35. Head over to Knott's website for all the details. You know, I like how Knott's Berry Farm is doing this. I think it's a great PR move. I think more parks need to start doing this. I think it's awesome that they're really, honoring the personnel who really protect and serve their communities, and this is a great way to do that. Well, Choza de Margarita will open soon at Epcot. The new restaurant will feature 3 handcrafted margaritas, 3 frozen margaritas, 3 Mexican beers, and a non-alcoholic Mexican fruit punch with orange, pineapple, and grapefruit juices, as well as a splash of grenadine. The 3 frozen margaritas will be available in lime, wild strawberry, and passion fruit, while the standard margaritas will be offered in grapefruit, lime cucumber, and guava pink peppercorn. There will also be some small plates offered, including tacos al pastor, empanadas de barbacoa, and fresh guacamole with mango chutney. There is no date set for opening, but Disney says, quote, "It is expected to open soon." We've been waiting a while for this one, Disney. When is it going to open up? It shouldn't be that hard to open up a little exterior bar. You do it every year for Food and Wine many, many times. So what's taken this one so long? Well, we finally have some details about Fast and Furious Supercharged over at Universal Orlando. The attraction will open in spring of 2018 and will feature a ride select time via the Universal Orlando app or over at the kiosks located near the attraction entrance. It will also feature 15 Fast and Furious cars. The attraction will immerse guests into an original story where you'll be invited to a party and board a custom party bus. However, Owen is headed your way and a high-speed chase will ensue. You'll have to rely on the Fast family to lead you to safety. So I'm not a big fan of... Well, actually, I'm not a fan, mostly because I haven't seen the movies of Fast and Furious. I think if you're going to do a queue-less queue, like Universal is doing with this attraction, a la the Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon attraction, I think that's the way to do it. It sounds like you're going to be able to hang out and look and take pictures with all these Fast and Furious cars that they say have been actually used in the movies. I don't know how valid that is. I'd be curious to find out, but I think that's the way to do it, where you get to see some really cool stuff, some cool memorabilia, while you're quote-unquote waiting in line. Well, we finally have an opening date for the Edison over at Disney Springs. The restaurant will be themed to a 1920s electric company and will open January 1st, 2018. The date was announced by the restaurant's Twitter page. However, the tweet has since been deleted and replaced with a friendly reminder about daylight saving time. This brings up a lot of questions to me. I'm wondering if somebody mistweeted something and this is just a quick cover-up, or if this is kind of a marketing stunt where we're going to tell you when we open up, oh, never mind, we're just going to remind you about daylight saving time. Actually, we are going to open up then type of deal. But I do hope they open up on January 1st, 2018. And it sounds like we're just going to have to wait and find out. Well, Disney has given us some new details about Pixar Pier over at California Adventure. The reimagining of the currently existing Paradise Pier section of the park will include 4 neighborhoods. The first will be an Incredibles neighborhood and will feature the Incredicoaster, a reimagining of California Screamin', which will feature new ride vehicles, a new station, new character moments, new scenes, and special effects, as well as an all-new musical score. The Toy Story neighborhood will be developed around Toy Story Mania. An Inside Out neighborhood will debut a new family-friendly attraction that will debut at a later date. And the 4th neighborhood will celebrate a collection of Pixar stories. Mickey's Fun Wheel will be themed with a new look, and each gondola will showcase a different Pixar character. Some new games will be making their way to the current Games of the Boardwalk and will feature a Bug's Life and WALL-E. To prepare for the summer 2018 opening, several attractions will be closing January 8th, including California Screamin', Mickey's Fun Wheel, Games of the Boardwalk, and Sideshow Shirts. Ariel's Grotto and Cove Bar will also be transforming into a Pixar-themed lounge, and they will both be closing on January 8th as well. The remaining Paradise Pier attractions will become a new land called Paradise Park. Pixar Pier will open in summer of 2018. I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm kind of bummed, most because I'm going to be at Disneyland while all of these attractions and restaurants are closed, so that kind of stinks. But I am curious to see, like, I'm hopeful for the Incredicoaster. California Screamin' is probably my favorite coaster at the Disneyland Resort, so it's nice knowing that it's not going anywhere as its structural self. This is a similar kind of talk that we had much earlier in the podcast, where when we got the news that Tower of Terror was closing and making way for Guardians of the Galaxy. Similar feelings towards that with California Screamin'. However, it just sounds like they're going to make only improvements to the attraction and not really change the attraction in and of itself, which I am A-okay with. Disney, go ahead and do that. Make it better, make it fun, make it more re-rideable, and I will jump on that every time that I go. And I am curious to see what this Inside Out attraction will look like. I wonder if it's just going to be a replacement of, or a reimagining of the swings. What are they called? Silly Symphony swings over on Paradise Pier. I wonder if it'll just be a reimagining of that, because there was one attraction in the concept art that looked like it was just a reimagining of that, and where you're just spinning around and there's all sorts of kind of memories and emotions and stuff flying around you as well. So I could see that happening. And then Mickey's Fun Wheel, I mean, that's not going away in and of itself either. Kind of like they announced at D23, this is a reimagining of the area, not a reconstruction of the area. So I'm excited, I'm hopeful. I don't know how good it's gonna be, though. I'm also hesitant to see kind of the best, what I think is the best part of California Adventure, and really the only land of the park that they got right from day one, Paradise Pier. I hate to see that go, but I'm hopeful for what is to come. I don't know. I mean, I don't play games of the boardwalk really ever. I don't think I will, even if they retheme them to Pixar films, including WALL-E. Although if it's some kind of like space age shooting thing with WALL-E, that'd be kind of cool. If I could spray a fire extinguisher repeatedly over and over and over again, maybe I would jump into that and actually play a game on the boardwalk. But I'm hesitant to say I'm excited for this, because Paradise Pier is just so well done, and I don't know. I'm hesitant about Pixar Pier. That's not to say I'm not looking forward to it. I just really like Paradise Pier, and I hate to see this go. And I haven't had the chance to go into Cove Bar and experience it in its entirety. So that's a little upsetting to me, and that I won't have that opportunity to go there and, you know, indulge a little bit, as I am 21. And, you know, I'm a little bummed, but I guess I'm just gonna have to go back to Disneyland in next summer, actually, to experience this new land, this reimagined area. Well, I want to thank you guys for listening to the Unmistakably Magic podcast. Please go ahead and check out our social media. We are at Unmistakably Mag on Twitter, Unmistakably Magic on Instagram, Facebook.com/Unmistakably Magic. If you like what we're doing here and you want to support us a little bit, head over to unmistakablymagic.spreadshirt.com and pick up a t-shirt. Go ahead and wear it in the parks. If I see you wearing a t-shirt, an Unmistakably Magic t-shirt in the parks, I will buy you a Mickey bar, or the equivalent, depending on what park we're in. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, queries, remarks, anything, head over to go ahead and email us at unmistakablymagic@gmail.com. head over to YouTube. Just search our name and go ahead and subscribe to us over there. You can find all of our old shows as well as the after show while we did that. Please leave us a review on iTunes. It really helps us out. Go ahead and hit that like button on YouTube. And a big thank you to our friend Dylan over at Blast Off Branding for making our awesome logo. Don't forget to check out our friends at the Unmistakably Star Wars podcast. And as always, have a magical week, and we'll see you real soon.